What you're about to hear happened in just 90 seconds. But those 90 seconds changed everything in the sky that day. An Iranian pilot tried to intimidate NATO's best. He thought he was in control. He was wrong. This isn't just another military story. It's about what happens when someone pushes too far and runs into someone who doesn't push back. Someone who simply acts. We still don't know her name. No one ever revealed her call sign. But what she did that day sent shockwaves through military commands around the world. The explosion she caused was so bright that pilots 50 miles away had to look away. The fireball could be seen from the ground. The message was clear. There are lines you do not cross. But here's the part that makes it even more shocking. She wasn't even supposed to be there. Officially, she didn't exist. And after it was all over, she disappeared like she had never been there at all. Let's rewind. It was a clear Tuesday morning. No clouds, perfect visibility. The kind of day pilots love to fly. But also the kind of day where everyone sees everything, no place to hide, no weather to blame. NATO had a routine patrol scheduled. 4 jets in a tight formation, nothing aggressive. Just another flight along a route they had flown many times before, but only 3 aircraft were listed on the flight plan. 3 call signs, 3 pilots. And yet, 4 jets were in the sky that day. The lead pilot was Captain Rodriguez from the Spanish Air Force, a calm, skilled pilot with 22 years of experience. His jet was an F-14 named Isabella. On his left was Flight Lieutenant Thompson from the UK, flying a Eurofighter Typhoon, known for precision and sharp decision-making. On the right was Lieutenant Colonel Muller from Germany, quiet, steady, and experienced, another Typhoon. These 3 had over 50 years of flying combined. They'd seen it all combat, bad weather, technical failures. But none of them expected the 4th plane. It was an F-22 Raptor. Stealth technology, the most advanced fighter in the world. It wasn't on the logs. It wasn't cleared for the mission, and no one knew who was flying it. Rodriguez almost reported it, but something about the way it flew stopped him. Whoever was in that cockpit was precise, quiet, and completely in control. She never gave a call sign, barely spoke. But when she did, her voice was calm and American. You couldn't tell where she was from. Meanwhile, 12 miles away, 5 Iranian F-14 Tomcats were flying a mission of their own. Old jets, but still dangerous. Their leader was Captain Hosseini. Confident. Some say too confident. He liked to play games with NATO aircraft. He saw 3 jets. That's all? The F-22 was invisible on radar. At first, everything was routine. A typical intercept mission. Get close. Show presence. Back off. But Hosseini didn't back off. He flew directly toward the NATO group. Fast, aggressive. Rodriguez gave clear. Warnings over the radio. Hosseini didn't respond. Then, at just 4 miles out, he finally spoke. NATO aircraft, you are near Iranian territory. Turn around. Rodriguez replied calmly. We're in international airspace. We will maintain course, but Hosseini kept coming. Then he crossed directly in front of Rodriguez's F-18, forcing him to dive to avoid a collision. Unprofessional. Dangerous. Then came the taunt. Hosseini switched to a public radio frequency and mocked him. This is our neighborhood, NATO. You're not invited. And he laughed. That laugh, that was the moment everything changed. Suddenly, a tone sounded in Hosseini's cockpit. He was locked by radar. But none of the NATO jets were in position to fire. Not the 3 visible ones anyway. He panicked. Deployed flares, swerved, tried to escape, but nothing worked. In the 4th position, the F-22 was fully armed and locked. On perfect targeting, no hesitation. And then Hosseini made his final mistake. He turned back. He went on the attack. That's when she finally spoke. Iranian aircraft, you are now considered hostile. Break off immediately or you will be engaged. Hosseini didn't listen. He shouted back, "Go to hell, NATO!" He charged toward the formation. That was all she needed. One missile. Silent release. An AIM-12OM ROM dropped from her Raptor and sped into the sky. No warning, no roar, just death in motion. The Iranian pilots saw it too late. Brake right. Missile inbound. Someone screamed, but it was over. The sky exploded. A second sun. The F-14 was gone in a blink, no wreckage, no signal, just fire raining down. Back in the NATO formation, chaos. Pilots asking, "Who fired? Where did that come from?" Rodriguez demanded answers. "Did anyone shoot?" "Negative," said Thompson. "Negative," said Mueller. Then finally, a calm voice. "Threat. Eliminated. Maintain course." That was it. 4 words. No fear, no pride, just a cold fact. And just like that, the Iranian squadron turned and fled. No retaliation, no second thoughts. They ran. Rodriguez called it in. Command's response? Continue mission. Do not deviate. He pressed again. Don't you want to know who fired? Again, no further communication required. When they landed, it got weirder. No debrief. Number. Questions. No reports. Just standard procedures. And the 4th jet? Gone. It never landed. No one saw it again. Rodriguez asked. So did the others. But every answer was the same. What 4th aircraft? Mission records showed only 3. But they remember. All 3 of them. They remember her voice. Threat eliminated. Now, everything's different. Iran still sends up jets. NATO still flies patrols. But there's a new caution in the air. A silence in the skies. Because now everyone knows what you see on radar might not be all that's out there. There may be a 4th jet. A shadow. A ghost. A pilot with no name, no orders, no hesitation. And if you're on the wrong side, that cold voice might be the last thing you ever hear.